We recently had a chance to take out an AMT AutoMag II to do some testing and try it out with some different types of ammunition and compare it to the KelTec PMR30. If you're not familiar, these are two of the very few, only 4 or so, pistols chambered for .22 Magnum. So we took the PMR30 out and intended to shoot 4 different types of ammunition through the 2 different pistols and give them a thorough comparison. However, best laid plans, it was very windy, and we actually lost all the sound. The wind was just really bad. Unfortunately, it was also windy enough to keep the range pretty empty, so ironically we had the entire range to ourselves just about. So it normally would have been real quiet. However, we'll make do. So we started out shooting some Winchester Dynapoint, which is some inexpensive .22 mag. And we did have some troubles on the AutoMag II. It was short cycling it. In other words, the slide wasn't coming back far enough. The spent shell wasn't ejecting, and the new round, of course, couldn't come up. But this is a gun that had been sitting for quite a while, and it looks as though it was put away without being cleaned. So, of course, it really needs a good cleaning before we can thoroughly evaluate it. However,
really
because of the problems we were having basically with it short cycling on every round, kind of distracted us from the accuracy testing, and it sort of kind of turned into a dependability test, or more of a diagnostic test. We did have the 4 different types of ammo, and all of them really were having trouble even after cleaning it up a little bit at the range and looping it up. However, if we overlook the reliability issues, taking a look at the AutoMag itself, it is a pretty neat pistol. There's only a few of the .22 Magnum pistols out there, and this is one of the early ones. So of course it didn't have anything to refer to when it was designed. So I think they overall did a pretty decent job. It's a stainless steel, completely stainless steel construction, so it's quite a bit more dense, more mass in your hand when you're shooting it than something like the PMR30. I really like the feel. The sights are not my favorite, but they're definitely better than the PMR30 sights, at least for myself. Again, we kind of slacked off on the accuracy testing here, but you can see even with the inexpensive Winchester ammo, it's a decent group, and with this Speer Gold Dot made for short barrel .22 Magnums, it was a pretty decent group for kind of the quick shooting we were doing here. It's got a single stack magazine, unlike the PMR30, so it doesn't have the 30 round capacity. However, I've shot 6 or 7 of these guns over the years, and I've never really seen any problems with feeds or reliability. It's got a open slide to reduce weight and I guess hasten cooling. Good balance and trigger. Really a fun gun for the range. I imagine it would be a great hunting gun for maybe rabbits.
Holding the slide block down.
Some shooting cans, something like that. It'd be good for moving targets with the way the sights are set up. So again, we didn't really get to do the type of evaluation we had intended. It turned out to be more of a diagnostic, but we hopefully salvaged the footage here and made it worth watching. We'll take the rest of the video here to sort of compare it with the PMR30, which isn't a best comparison, but again, because there's so few of these .22 Magnum pistols out there, they're appropriate to put side by side. As you can see, the AMT is a little bit larger. Again, it's definitely more heavier and more dense in the hand. Because of that, I think it's probably going to be more accurate. While the sights on the PMR30 are real easy to see, the AMT has a bit more precise sight for me. The controls on the PMR30, the safety is ambidextrous, while on the AMT it's just on the right side, or on the left side, similar to 1911. The slide stop, or slide release, is a little bit far forward, but again, whenever you have a .22 Magnum pistol, you're going to have a very large or a very long grip. The grip panels on the AMT are plastic, so you don't get much of a grip However, with one of those rubber slip over grips, you could probably get it a little easier to shoot. So again, that's a fairly brief look at the AMT AutoMag II, little brother of the 44 AutoMag. As always, thanks for watching.
The guys and gals of GunWebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thanks for watching GunWebsites.com.